respected resource person, esteemed faculty member, dear students, and all participants. A warm good afternoon to everyone. I, Dr. Mai Dhanashri, Associate Professor, Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry, on behalf of Gokhale Education Societies, Sir Dr. MS Gosavi, College of Pharmaceutical Education and Research, welcome you all the delegates to the third session of our Pharma Nexus e-lecture series first webinar. The title of webinar is Synergy in Pharmacy, Academia, Industry, Regulation and Innovation. Continuous learning is essential for success in every profession, helping us to stay updated on latest developments in knowledge, research, and technology. In today's digital era, webinar has become an effective platform for learning from experts and gaining valuable real-world insights regardless of geographical boundaries. Committed to academic excellence and quality education, our institute regularly organizes experts webinar since 2023 to connect the students and faculty with the distinguished professional from pharmaceutical field. In our pursuit of excellence, we continuously seek distinguished speakers who are leaders and experts in their respective fields. Today, our research led us to esteemed speaker Dr. Sidharth Mehan. It is a privilege to introduce our distinguished speaker, Dr. Sidharth Mehan, Professor, Division of Neuroscience, Department of Pharmacology, ICF, College of Pharmacy, Moga, Punjab. Dr. Mehan holds MPharm in Pharmacology and PhD in Pharmacology, specializing in neuroscience and neurodegenerative disorders. His doctoral research on Alzheimer's disease has gained international recognition and has been cited in United States patent, reflecting the significance of his contribution. Dr. Mehan is renowned academician and researcher with more than 16 years of experience in teaching, research, and academic administration. His research expertise extends to translational neuroscience, neurology, molecular neurology, and drug discovery, with special focus on developing biomarkers and innovative therapeutic strategies for neurodegenerative and neuropsychotic disorders. His current research addresses various disorders like Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, multiple sclerosis, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, Hunting diseases, autism, brain hemorrhage, and many more. His work investigates key molecular pathways such as neurogenesis, sonic hagons, uh, JAK-STAT, then GLP-1, PPR gamma, and NMDA, and mitochondrial signaling to advanced therapeutic development. As a pro-life scholar, he has authored more than 145 research and review articles in reputed national and international journals and contributed to several international book chapters and served as editorial boards of numerous prestigious scientific journals. He has supervised 74 MPharm dissertation and 8 PhD theses. Dr. Mehan has received prestigious research grants from first the Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises of worth 18.5 lakh for innovation and rupees 37 lakh from Department of Science and Technology for research on motor neuron diseases. Sir also owned an laboratory. Over a 5 years, his laboratory secured 11 national and international consistency with cumulative funding exceeding more than 1 crore. Beyond his academic excellence, Dr. Mehan has been actively involved in scientific communities, professional organization, and social welfare initiatives, demonstrating his commitment to advancing science and serving society. On behalf of our institute, I extend heartfelt welcome to Dr. Sidharth Mehan and express our sincere gratitude for accepting our invitation to share his valuable knowledge and expertise with us. I also warmly welcome all the participants and hope that today's webinar will be insightful, inspiring, and enriching for everyone. Thank you. And with regards, I invite Dr. Sidharth Mehan to deliver an expert talk on when thesis topic was work, translational pharmaceutical science from academics to industry. Please, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for inviting me for this very effective seminar and topic. So, I hope my slide is visible to all.
Yes, sir.
So, I just move one slide. My slide is moving.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, very good afternoon to all of you. Welcome you all in this interactive session where I select a very specific topic for all of you. When thesis topic work, translational pharmaceutical sciences from academics to industry. And I prepare a very specific subtitle, Bridging Research and Practical Application. I am very thankful to Dr. MS Gosavi College of Pharmaceutical Education and Research College in Nasik, Maharashtra for giving this platform to me to deliver a lecture in their session. So let's start and begin the journey. I prepare a lecture for 30 minutes so that I can conclude all these specific things that how your master and PhD thesis will work. This is the title slide, and the theme is basically based on selecting research problems that create scientific discoveries, patents, publications, funding, and industrial translation. That how a person can discover and invent something new from lab to real world impact. And at the end of the presentation, I give you some examples from our lab that how we translate our research journey from lab to the patient hand. Why most thesis topics fail? What is the reality in academics and research? And mainly, either it may be autonomous institute, either it may be college, either it may be universities. Mostly postgraduate and PhD thesis, what they are doing nowadays or previously, after the Viva voice, mostly there may be no publications, there is no patent, there is no attraction beside the industrial collaboration. They are mainly failed to solve real healthcare problems, and the work that they perform in their thesis, it cannot be commercialized. What is the reason behind that? I select basically 5 reasons. Topic selected without unmet clinical need. The topic or the hypothesis on which you are going to work or you perform some specific parameters, they are not up to the mark to the clinical need. Mostly theses are only repeats the previous literature. There should be weak novelty. There is no translational vision, and there is poor industrial relevance. Now, what is the key message you should learn from here? A thesis should answer an important scientific question, not merely complete a university requirement. You should be very specific. You should be very focused on a very particular problem. Either it may be diagnostic biomarker, either it may be a particular molecule, either it may be a particular disease. Now, what is translational pharmaceutical science? Bench to beside and then begins. There is a specific sequence that how you can achieve the particular mindset, how you can deliver a specific outcome based research to the patient hand. First of all, what we do and what we should do in the basic discovery, we should identify some targets. They are some cellular and molecular proteins with their specific mechanism. Then what we should perform? We should perform some in vitro ex vivo studies to confirm the mechanistic action. Then we enter into the preclinical studies, efficacy, where we find out the efficacy, safety, and pharmacology by utilizing various animal models. Then most of the theses are submitted at the end of the preclinical trials. But we should try to convert that preclinical data into the clinical translational value, which is start in the phase 1, 2, and 3 trials in humans. This is the lacuna where the most of the theses are failed. Then the work will enter into the regulatory approval, that is the submission and approval by regulatory bodies. Then the product is commercialized, marketing, distribution, and at the end, the vision and mission of your thesis, of your hypothesis, of your work is to improve the patient care for the better outcome and quality of life. So, with the help of this translational research, what we are delivering and what we are converting laboratory discoveries into medicines. We are solving unmet clinical needs. We are developing diagnostics. We are also performing the drug repurposing, novel drug delivery systems, biomarkers, and the medical devices and digital therapeutics. And the ultimate goal is to move research from publication to patient. How to select a winning thesis topic? This is for all PG scholars and PhD scholars who are now joining, just joined, or at the start of their career in the research. Always try to ask 5 questions. The first is there an unmet medical need? Example, I given specific examples here also, like ALS, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, autism, Alzheimer's disease, multiple sclerosis, and neuropsychiatric disorders. Is there an unmet medical need means there are some very specific disease and disorders which diagnosis is very poor, or you can say it is very difficult to diagnose these diseases at the early stage of the progression. The second question you should ask is the mechanism scientifically unexplored, like some novel pathways are also there, like NRF2, ferroptosis, mitophagy, gut-brain axis, neuroinflammation, some epigenetic regulations. The third question you should ask from yourself, can the work generate publications? And you should focus on high quality design, robust methodology, reproducible results. The third bullet is very important. Reproducible result. The work that you perform in your lab or the observation that you observe in your lab, if any person who is working in the US or the Europe or the Russia or the China or the Israel, by utilizing your methodology, the same result, the same observation should be observed in their lab also. That is the credibility of your result and the significance of your data, mechanistic insights, and the story that journal want to publish. The fourth question, can the finding be patented? Patent is very important for new formulations, for drug repurposing, for novel combinations, for new uses of existing drugs, innovative delivery systems. These 5 different type of criterias that can be patented by yourself by utilizing your master and PhD thesis. And the fifth and the last question is that is very important for all of us. Can industry adopt this research? Ask yourself, can industry adopt this research? And they should consider technology readiness level, that is known as TRL. Is your idea, is your observation, is your result, is there any demand of scalability? Is there any market need, cost benefit? And it should follow the regulatory pathway. Now, what is the golden rule? The golden rule is select the problem, not compounds. Means the right problem will approach great research, the great research will approach meaningful impact, and the meaningful impact ultimate leads for social benefit. Now come to the next slide. What are the characteristics of an industry relevant thesis? From academic exercise to real world impact. Nowadays, in academics, most of the supervisors and the PG and PhD scholars, what they are doing, there is a literature repetition. Objectives are very small. They are doing single experiment, limited innovation, no industry connect, and after publication, suppose you publish your data, everything is finished, no translational roadmap. Now there is a bridge between the academic thesis and your translational thesis. A thesis should create value, not just complete a requirement. And what is translational thesis required? Novel hypothesis, mechanism based hypothesis, multidisciplinary approach, patent potential, clinical relevance, industry collaboration, regulatory pathway, and commercial feasibility. And what is the ideal outcome? The ideal outcome is publication plus patent plus prototype plus funding plus technology transfer. Then you will get the scientific impact and the patient benefit. Now come to the framework for choosing a high impact thesis. A translational roadmap from problem to patient. The first one is you should start from this point one. Identify disease burden. This is very important because when you are working in the biomedical science or the pharmaceutical science, your focus should be on the disease burden. What is the prevalence of disease, societal and economic impact, unmet medical need. The second one is identify clinical gap, limitations of current therapies, unmet patient needs, opportunity for innovation. The third one is you need to study very specific molecular mechanism which includes targets and pathways, disease biology, biomarkers. Fourth one is select drug candidate, novel compounds or repurposed drugs, natural compounds, either it may be a combination approach. Then you enter into the experimental validation, in vitro studies, in vivo preclinical studies, proof of concepts. Then the sixth one is biomarker development, diagnostic biomarkers, prognostic biomarkers, pharmacodynamic biomarkers. Then you file a patent for novel molecules, formulations, method of use, delivery systems. Then there is industry collaboration. Industry, you can collaborate with the industry in the form of technology transfer, sponsored research, and co-development. And ultimately, you will get your goal, that is clinical translational. That includes clinical trials, regulatory approval, market access, and ultimately, but why we are doing? We are doing for the patient care. Every thesis, this is my personal opinion that I am sharing with you, every thesis should have a translational roadmap which is based on your own think problem, design science, create impact, and change the lives. I prepare a very specific slide that what are those current high impact potential research areas, and these field attracts high impact publication, industrial investment, and international collaboration. The first area that I prepare here, that is neurodegenerative disorders. There are variety of neurological disorders like Alzheimer, Parkinson, ALS, MS, Huntington. The second potential areas are precision medicines. Precision medicines include pharmacogenomics, biomarker driven therapy, personalized treatment, AI driven therapeutics, big data, and omics integration. The third one, and very important, is drug repurposing. Existing drugs for new disease, faster cost effective development, reduce clinical risk, new therapeutic indications, and combination repurposing. The fourth one is that in my lab we are also working on these first, third, and fourth. The fourth one is very important, especially when you are working in the biomedical science, that is biomarker discovery. Very few are especially focused on this biomarker discovery, that includes the blood biomarkers, CSF biomarkers, imaging biomarkers, digital biomarkers, predictive, diagnostic, and prognostic biomarkers. The fifth one is emerging technologies. You should include some very specific nowadays going technologies like nanomedicine, target delivery, RNA therapeutics, gene therapy, CRISPR and gene editing, cell therapy, 3D bioprinting, AI and machine learning. Some other promising areas you should also include, or you could include, like gut-brain axis and microbiome, neuroinflammation and immunotherapy, mitochondrial and metabolic targets, natural products and phytopharmaceuticals, antioxidant, NRF2, neuropsychiatric disorders. Why these areas? Because these areas will resolve and will provide the high impact publication when you have a very strong hypothesis. Again, I am repeating, please listen carefully. When you have a strong hypothesis, you will get a strong thesis. And when you have a strong thesis, you can attract industrial investment. You can attract global collaborators. You can address unmet medical needs. You can commercialize your potential, and it is very beneficial for the patient also. Translational success story, from idea to impact, the journey of a winning thesis, that include clinical problems, literature gap, novel hypothesis, mechanistic experiments, animal validation, biomarker identification, patent filing, industrial licensing, clinical trial, and commercial product. Academia industry collaboration, a win-win partnership for innovation and societal benefit. Why industry partners with academia? What is the latest requirement of industry? Industry required innovative ideas, scientific validation, skilled manpower, cost effective research. And what are industry goals? Redu- Reduce risk, accelerate R&D, access new technology, stay competitive. And how industry can be benefited? Pipeline development, technology transfer, and product commercialization. And what academia can provide? Academics can provide the novel discoveries, your original ideas, scientific breakthrough, basic and mechanistic research, understanding disease mechanism and biological pathways, disease model and tool like preclinical models, biomarkers, and analytical expertise, skilled human resource, trained students, trained researchers, and trained technical expertise. So, with this collaboration, innovation, translational, and impact, all three values will be synthesized. These are some very basic key takeaways and action points. Make your thesis matter for science, society, and beyonds. The key takeaways like start with a real problem, think mechanistically, innovate and validate, collaborate and translate, aim for impact. Action points for you: review your topic, dig deeper, think differently, build your network, plan your translation, stay committed. Then you can impact real world. Now, let me share a success story from my lab. There is a product that is known as UltiBrain S that from preclinical trial conducted by Mehan Neuroscience in research lab, and then we perform the clinical trial, and this product is in market in the hands of the patient for autism. The preclinical and clinical development of UltiBrain for autism patients by Mehan Research Neuroscience Lab. So you can say the product name is UltiBrain. This product is sponsored, funded, discovered, and manufactured by the Celagenex Research, United States of America, the head office in the Mumbai, Thane. And this preclinical trial and clinical trials are conducted in our lab by our research scholars. This is the paper where me and the other MD neurologists from throughout India, the title of that product is Efficacy and Safety of UltiBrain as an Adjuvant Therapy for Autism Spectrum Disorder, and open label trial targeting core symptoms. Here you can see this paper was published in the well-reputed journal Current Pharmaceutical Design. As a first author, I am there, and other 16 MD neurologists are also there who were involved in the clinical trial of this product by the Celagenex. This is the cutout of website. If you can type on Google simple UltiBrain, you will get the all information about this product. UltiBrain S. This is nicotinamide mononucleotide and brassica campestre standardized to sulforaphane capsules. This product is available in strips also and in bottle also. This is the labeling and the all information about the product that is available in the market for the patients of autism. Recently, our team published a paper in Nature. This was also funded by the Celagenex. This is a translational thesis where we explore the preclinical data of this sulforaphane in multiple sclerosis, and now coming soon we are going to start the clinical trials with the help of this product for the multiple sclerosis patient funded by the Celagenex. Recently this paper is coming in the website published by the Nature. This is my team where we are performing different behavioral parameters, stereotaxic surgeries. These are masters and PhD scholars that we are performing some stereotaxic surgery for to induce the different brain disease. These are the glimpses of my lab. So the credit of the clinical and preclinical results presented in my talk belongs to the hard work and intelligence of my all PhD and MPharm research scholars, not me. This is our group, Mehan Neuroscience Group. This is our lab website, www.mehanneuroscience.org. Please visit, and you can find all our information related to the work that we are working, translational work that we are performing in our lab at ISF College of Pharmacy. Thank you. Your research has the power to shape the future. Think beyond the experiment and envision real world transformation. Thank you so much. If any query, any question, you can ask. I hope in a short period of time I was able to conclude all the things with some examples, with some very specific example from a lab, that how we succeed from preclinical to clinical and then in the hand of patient. So I am very thankful to Department of Pharmacology, ISF College of Pharmacy, for providing us this wonderful infrastructure and the research facility. I am specifically thankful to the management of ISF College of Pharmacy and also the management of the FDP Conducting College for providing this opportunity to share our views, our ideas in front of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Actually, till now we have not received any question, but I think your session is more impactful and thoughtful. That everyone is now thinking that what we can do something more extra in our research. Sir, I just want to show you some comments. One of the comment is very informative session, sir. Thank you so much. So we have received more comments that your session, though it is very short, but very thoughtful and informative.
Thank you, ma'am. Can I left, ma'am?
Sir, just a minute. Thank you
Okay.
so much, sir. Thank you for giving us a golden rule, that is select problem, not an compound, and also giving us one of the thought that thesis should create value, not just complete the academic requirement. Sir, you have also given and you have also shared your research with us and also give us a very potential research areas which are like neurogenerative diseases, then precision medicine, drug repurposing, and many more. Thank you, Dr. Mehan, for sharing your success stories with us. I confidently say that your research journey and achievement have inspired most of the participants, and your expertise and insights will certainly motivate many more to pursue their impactful research. Sir,
Thank you, ma'am.
please accept certificate as a token of love. Please, sir. Thank you,
Ma'am,
sir. On behalf of Gokhale Education Society, I thank you
ma'am, can you just
uh,
enlarge the size
for
of the
sharing.
certificate so that I can take the screenshot?
Yeah. So you will get on email the certificate.
No,
You
no,
will get
just
on email.
enlarge. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your valuable time with us.
Thank you, ma'am.
And for the so this is one of the saying one of the comment that we have received, informative talk and interesting topic.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
ma'am.
sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Uh, One announcement for the participant. Stay tuned. We are going to start our last session at 2 p.m. Thank you.